Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for quite a while. Why you can't speak English. I'm sure some of you can relate, and trust me, we are in this together. So in today's video guys, let's be real, let's break the ice, and let's master English once and for all. Here you will find some useful tips that can help you find the key of what you are doing wrong. Because if you understand English and you cannot speak English, most probably you're doing something wrong. So let's dive in and let's figure it out together. Okay, can we talk about the fear? The fear of making mistakes? Yep, we are starting with something extremely uncomfortable, I know. So it is for me. Even though it's uncomfortable as hell, it's significant. It's been holding me back for so long, guys. The fear of judgment, the fear of making mistakes, the fear of just being silly in front of others. I mean, who likes to sound dumb in front of others? Nobody. However, making mistakes, it's a huge part of our language journey. It's totally okay to slip up sometimes. Let me tell you a story that may inspire you. I am also a Spanish speaker. I achieved full fluency in Spanish in just 7 months. And why is it so important? Because after 3 or 4 months during my learning process, I moved to Spain and I needed to speak Spanish. So after 3 or 4 months, I totally stopped giving a about my mistakes, because my only goal was to communicate with people. I stopped being so afraid of judgments or making mistakes. I didn't give a I was just speaking as I can. I was doing my best, and that is the secret, guys. If you stop caring so much about others and just focus on you and your own growth, your own process and your own language journey, you're just gonna go like this. You're gonna level up your English faster than you can. But just work on your mindset, okay? And just try to get rid of that fear. Try to overcome that fear. I know it's uncomfortable and I know it's super difficult because I've been there. I've been there with English and I've been there with Spanish, and most probably I'm going to learn some other language in the future, so I really do get that. But the moment you're going to stop caring about your own mistakes, this is the moment when you really level up. Embracing my own mistakes and learning from them was a real game changer, guys. So from now on, I want you to stop caring about your mistakes and speak English as much as you can, with as many people as you can, and basically as often as you can. And if somebody corrects you, amazing, thank you for your help. That's our mindset. The next thing is not enough practice. So guys, we need to focus on practice, 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 and practice. All right, confession time. I haven't been practicing enough at the beginning of my English journey. That's why it took me so long with English, and that's why I'm an English teacher, because I want to show you other way that I've been following. Methods that I was using to learn English weren't the most effective. But the reason is, of course, it's my responsibility. However, obviously, as you and me and everybody here, we started learning English at school. Right? So that's the thing, we were taught in the wrong way, but I'm gonna talk about that later on in this video. But what we can do now is to put our focus on practice as much as we can. As I said before, you need to speak as much as you can and not being so afraid of the mistakes, but just focus on the amount of practice. Once you understand this one thing, that watching some American movies sometimes, or listen to some music, or maybe some podcasts, it's not enough. All of this is of course valuable and we have to do it, but it's not enough. Because in the moment when you're just putting things inside of your head and you're not producing anything, you're not gonna achieve your goal. Okay, so make sure that you find some speaking partner or some app that you can talk to. There are many apps right now that use AI, okay? So you can even talk to AI. Just remember this important fact. You don't have to move to an English-speaking country to speak English perfectly, okay? I moved to Spain and of course it helped me a lot with my Spanish. However, you don't have to do that. Right now with internet, with all of this technology and tools, we have everything to master any language that we want. Oh my god, the next thing is huge. It's so essential. Limited mindset beliefs. You know what was holding me back for so long? My own mindset and my own limited beliefs. I kept telling myself, no, I can't do this, I'm so insecure, I don't have enough confidence, I'm so scared. For sure, I'm never gonna learn that. For sure, I'm never gonna achieve fluency in any language because I just don't know how. Can you feel the vibration, the negative vibration of these sentences that I have just said? It's not true. It's simply not true because you, if you are watching me right now, it means that you can do whatever you want with your life. You can change your life in every area and English is one of them. If you truly want to speak English, you're gonna speak English. You just need to put work, proper mindset that yes, I can do it. If she did it, if he did it, I can do it as well. And baby steps every single day are so important. You don't have to speak English fluently in just 1 month. I mean, no, if you learn today 10 minutes, tomorrow 15 minutes, and the day after tomorrow 10 minutes again, that's perfectly fine. And make sure that you celebrate every small victory. I mean, if you had like even 30-second conversation with some native speaker or some other English learners, that's amazing. Just celebrate it and be proud of yourself because you are growing and you are improving. Baby steps every single day are essential. Okay, let's talk about one more thing that it's extremely challenging for every, I guess, English learner. Pronunciation. As you can hear, my pronunciation is still not perfect. I'm aware of that. However, it cannot stop me from achieving my goals. I work on it every single day and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to improve my pronunciation every single day. So one tool that I use that is amazing and really effective is shadowing technique. I talk about it all the time, guys, so most probably from my other videos or from my Instagram maybe you already know what it is. But let me clarify. So shadowing technique is basically mimicking native speakers. So when I watch something on Netflix or I watch something on YouTube, I listen to this beautiful American accent and then I pause the video and I just repeat after native speakers. I make sure to mimic their gestures, emotions, the tonality, the stress, and everything that I can notice. I make sure to just repeat after them and do it exactly like them. This tool is amazing. You can use it with every accent that you want, for example, British, Australian, Canadian. Just make sure that you find proper sources. And I think it's doable to speak close to native speakers. And by the way, remember, you don't have to be like a native speaker. You are you and you are not a native speaker, and that's fine. I'm from Poland. I have my background with Polish, which is Slavic language, absolutely different than English, and it's fine. Yes, it's just my dream to sound like native speaker, but you don't have to if you don't want to, obviously. Guys, it's getting dark outside, so sorry for the changes of lights. I will try to work on it, but I still hope that you can see me. Anyways, the next thing that can stop you from fluency is focusing on wrong methods. Wrong methods, what do I mean by that? So I can tell you from my own experience. I was so focused on grammar at the beginning of my English journey that I didn't have any success during long years, actually, because I was just focused on grammar and technical aspect of a language. I was just learning English at school, obviously, so they were teaching me grammar rules. And what's worse, guys, they were teaching me these grammar rules in Polish. Can you imagine that? So it's like, how can you think in English if you learn something that's theoretically in English, but it's in Polish or in your mother tongue? That's my opinion, that it's basically the worst method that you can teach a language, to translate from your mother tongue to English or English to your mother tongue. Like when you learn English you don't use your mother tongue, because your goal is to think in English. Okay, so this is what we want to be doing. That's why I was putting so much focus at the beginning of this video on practice. You just need to practice, practice, practice. And if you make mistakes, that's amazing, because you can learn from them. Don't get me wrong, I don't say that grammar is not important. It is important. However, at the beginning of our English journey, we can just focus on basic grammar. I need to be able to express myself in the present moment, in the past, and in the future. That's it. I mean, obviously, later on, you can master grammar. You can learn all of these complicated grammar tenses. For example, present perfect continuous or something like this. However, now you don't need that. You just need to practice. The most significant thing, obviously, is communication. This is why we learn languages, to communicate with others. Obviously, your goal may differ depending on your professional career or your life in general. Let's focus on practice, on communication and speaking, not just grammar. If we don't connect these two, speaking and some grammar, it can be challenging to achieve success. Okay guys, let me wrap up this video because it's getting dark and I hope that you can still see me. Anyways, please don't let fear control you, okay? Just make mistakes and learn from them. Let native speakers correct you. Let other English learners correct you. That's absolutely fine. Practice, practice, practice as much as you can, because this is the key to success and a proper mindset, okay? You can do everything that you want. You can achieve English fluency because you want. You can do it. You can do anything you want. While practicing, don't forget about pronunciation and don't be so obsessed about grammar. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are still here, I really appreciate that. Hope to see you in the next video.